Man, listen, but but just in terms of is good to, I mean, to be able to hear from your perspective, because I just know that we wanted you to be there. I didn't, I mean, we didn't know what was happening, even in terms of what you were doing, like what your aspirations were. I remember going to your apartment
Mhm.
one time in Middletown. No cap,
Yes.
no furniture.
Right.
Like we
Right.
like, but it was,
The
you
bare
know,
bones.
but it was like, yo, wow, he's doing it. Like, he's doing the thing, So,
On the rug. No.
however,
No
however you
shade.
got to do it, like,
Wait, I got to I know when we first got to the apartment, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to try to cook something, right? So I'm like, okay. I wanted to get some spaghetti. I said, because I can make spaghetti. Okay, spaghetti. But all of the basic things, I went back and forth to the store like about 4 times, 3 or 4 times, because I kept realizing that there was something that I did not have. That was frustrating. It's just like I thought we had everything that we needed, and yeah,
it's like that's when you start to realize the value of your parents.
exactly.
Like, I thought we had salt. Like, we
Right.
don't got,
Simple
we
things
don't
like
got,
right, right,
we
right.
don't got nothing. Like, I
Right.
went and bought some salt. We don't got pepper either. Like, yeah. Oh man. All right. Um, so, you're a husband and a father.
So, as a father and a husband, so as a father, I wanted to be present and be there for my boys, and let me explain that. When I say, because once again, I'll repeat, I had a great childhood. It was There's no aspect of my childhood that I would, you know, need to repeat or do over
Mhm.
outside outside of the fact of, my mother's death. But other than that, it was a great childhood. My father was Your grandfather was a great dad. So, but he was so busy.
Mhm.
He was first vice chair of the pastors and elders council in the Church of God in Christ back in those days, and so he was being called by the general board to go and um, where there were fires that needed to be put out, so to speak,
Mhm.
where there were disputes between a bishop and a pastor, and to go see about particular situations. Um, so there were times when him and me and your mom would like, so daddy loved to play Monopoly. He loved to play Life board games. And so we'd be playing and the phone would ring, um, or we'd be eating dinner,
Mm.
right? And the phone would ring and he never not answered his phone. These are the days before cell phones and all of that stuff. Your phone was home. That was it. Um, so, first call, okay, come. And it would be only so long and then okay. Then the phone would ring again. There were many times where the phone would ring within a matter of minutes. He hang up, the phone would ring again, pick it up, talk to somebody for whatever that time was, another 6 minutes, and then hang up, and then a minute passed, and the phone would ring again.
Mhm.
Um, and we always held our breath, or at least I did, because you never knew which phone call was going to be the one that was going to take him away
Mm.
from our time together. I'm not one of those
Yeah.
PKs that blames it on him.
Yeah.
Not at all. I don't. That's just the nature of the job.
Yeah.
But I made a decision that when I had kids, that the time I spent with them would be our time. And I would not let anybody into that space. And this still holds true today. Whenever we have time, when it's our time, me and the boys. My phone is off, or I put my phone on silent, and the only person they can get through is their mom. Other than that, that's it. So that's one of the ways that it changed me. As a husband, I had to learn how to be a husband because the only example, my mom died when I was 8, so that's not long enough time to compile
Yeah.
a
Oh,
real idea of what it means to be in a marriage. Uh, I had 2 great examples in my opinion. I had, first of all, your parents
mhm,
were a great model for marriage, and then when I was at playing for Bishop Moles, the Moriars, Sigmund and Tina Moriar,
mhm.
so they were like the parallel to Rennie and Mark,
Yeah.
right? Because they had a great marriage,
Mhm,
2 kids, still married today. Both of the daughters definitely in ministry. Son's in ministry. He's not a preacher,
mhm.
but he's involved in ministry. He's a finance guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are good people. No 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 drama. And you could and 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 that they are still in love
Yeah.
with each other, you know. So and that's what I wanted my marriage to be. And when I got married, when I fell in love with my wife, I fell all the way in love with her. I'm like, this is it. I, you know, and but I just enjoy spending time with her. You know,
Yeah.
we don't have to be, we don't have to be doing anything. We don't need any fancy setup. We just enjoy spending time together. So, but once again, I'm telling you, man, and like I said, didn't realize, you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pastor. That changed once I started liking girls. I'm like, no, I don't want to be no pastor. No, I don't want to be nobody's pastor.
Yeah.
No, no, no. And then even when I became a minister, I'm like, this is a minister, but I don't want to be a pastor. Do you hear me, God? My father's going to live forever. He's going to live till he's 900.
Yeah.
He's going to pastor this church, and I'm not going to be a pastor.
Uh, there's really no purpose to any of this stuff. The Thundercats and the Ghostbusters and things like this. But I'm like, yo, I don't get it. Like, like you got these songs, and it's like everybody's like, oh, like it's like like, I don't know. Okay, oh, you like that? Okay, fine. All right, you're gonna watch every episode over and over and over and over and over. Although, okay, this
Time you want to watch.
yeah,
I mean, it's bad when you have to, eke out time and you're like, okay, finally get to watch it.
yeah. Listen, that's how I'll be on the same episode or something for 5 nights
Oh
straight.
my gosh, that's so yes.
I was like, all right, I know I'm gonna finish it tonight. 5 minutes in. So, but, all right, we're just I'm gonna get you on these last two. If somebody right now is feeling stuck, um, and this is oh, and okay, if so,
Sorry.
it's all good. If somebody right now is feeling stuck,